At first, she was thrilled like a fawn, but paused her joyful steps seeing him read success studies. The cinema fell silent, with only him dozing. Soon time flowed slowly along, and they reached the fourth phase of their romance. That day, the girl realized that the bakery they used to visit often had mysteriously closed its doors. Feeling a bit sad, she texted the boy, but he was too busy to respond and hastily replied, "Just go to another bake. Don't mention bread." The boy just realized he hadn't read the manga he once chased fervently for over a year, spotting it by chance on his desk. Even more shocking, the girl had already quit her job and was now discussing switching industries with him. The boy thought to himself, "Hey, what's this new game?" She can't grasp why one, after striving for accounting certs, now casually gives up, and where she wants to go. Subtitles, a firm specializing in escape room or comic promotion. She laughed, saying it fit her hobbies, but works no game. The boy urgently advised, what if this company turns into a chaotic mess? But the differences had already begun to surface. The girl didn't want a job she disliked just for money. With an opportunity at hand, she wouldn't quit, even for less pay. Thus, the dispute grew more and more intense, and they found themselves caught in the transition from being graduates to becoming members of society. Differences and rifts marked a fresh start, letting the pair truly sense each other's feelings. The girl wanted more but held back. She simply wanted to do the job she loved, yet she wanted even more work. She desired more work, and still more work, and even more work. Eventually, the girl stubbornly joined a new planning company, and the new job shattered the previous monotony, instantly buzzing with activity. She loved the job, the youthful energy reviving her lost vigor. Soon, the boy's friend died unexpectedly, and she took the girl to pay respects. The loss of a friend weighed heavily on her heart. She longed to talk with the girl about him, but the girl simply greeted her and went to rest as soon as they got. After arriving home, the girl greeted and went to bed, disappointed and sleepless all night. Perhaps realizing the boy's emotions, the next day the girl attempted to initiate a conversation, but the boy turned coldly and walked out. For a girl, the death of a not-so-familiar person doesn't evoke as much sadness as for a boy. By the time she notices his neglected feelings, it's too late to talk. She completely misunderstood, as her tangled feelings began to gradually clarify. Everything around her seemed to be subtly shifting. The girl's boss was a charming man who taught her many things, including insights about emotions. He taught her a lot, prompting her to think more deeply, and she felt her understanding grow clear. The gap between the boy and girl grew. They lost motivation to communicate, realizing they should save their feelings. Luckily, they could still lie together. Because their feelings were still deep, they could still be together. As long as their breaths intertwined, they could still share the moments. Their feelings continued to persist, allowing them to feel the warmth of each other in the same bed. However, when they stood on the balcony, no one was willing to break the silence. At least they could still enjoy the night together and occasionally duet while singing, though they only realized the changes in their feelings during these moments. Often, too much is lost when desperately trying to mend things. They'd never ridden the Ferris wheel together. Actually, they didn't much like night views. These small disagreements turned into major cracks in their relationship. When witnessing their friend's blissful union, they made an untimely decision. 4 years felt like a cycle. After the wedding, they returned to their confession restaurant, but their familiar seats were taken, their spot was gone. Suddenly, the phone rang with beautiful, harmonious wedding photos from a friend. Their smiles were still radiant, but some things needed to be unlike 4 years ago, when the boy spoke first. This time the girl broke the silence after a moment of awkwardness. The boy nodded silently, yet deep inside he was thinking, what should I do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Listening to these emotions echoing in his mind, he thought, we're married. Don't all couples live like this? Relationships may undergo changes. Yet life still moves forward, doesn't it? Shouldn't we simply overlook it and keep going as if everyone else does? She desperately wanted to salvage this, but the girl wanted to hold on even more tightly. Ever since she decided to give up her dreams for work, a beautiful blueprint had formed in her mind. She worked tirelessly and raced forward, desperate to prove she could spend a lifetime with the girl. After getting married, they strolled in the park as a family of 4, camping and going to Disneyland, slowly drifting through time. Yet she failed to realize her plans only focused on the future, ignoring the present. As a result, the girl gradually grew farther and farther away from her, and she was no longer able to get a response from the girl. She knew the lifestyle the boy described: date fails, marry, marriage fails, have a kid, can't raise it, just make do. They conversed non-stop, choosing identical white sneakers while their thoughts bumped around like little cars. Witnessing this particular scene, the boy and girl's tears began to flow silently, transforming from a single drop into a sudden rush. The memories came flooding in like a tide, with life experiencing constant ups and downs. People came and went ceaselessly, yet their original aspirations had long since faded away. How wonderful would it be if they could watch the manga they pursued together again? Or if they hadn't missed out on their favorite movies? If that familiar bakery hadn't closed, could our love have lasted longer? Having seen Love's Best, they knew the pain of unrequited love. Still able to cry and embrace, the couple ultimately parted. Their 4-year love, fading like flowers, ended with smiles as they parted and planned their cat's future, the boy answering with weary fists. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe.